Welcome back to another episode. This is The Real Talk with Adore and Daisy. I'm Daisy.
I'm Adore.
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. How about you?
You know me. I'm very well, refreshed, relaxed, fresh off of vacation. I'm feeling amazing.
Girl.
Right. I'm ready to go back already.
Because it's time for a memorable summer.
For sure.
Before we always get into our guests, we do like to, well, first of all, how are you doing today?
I'm dope. How y'all?
We doing
good.
I
mean, y'all good. Vacation.
Yeah.
No, I haven't went on vacation yet, but it's coming soon.
It's coming? Okay.
I be wanting to work. Like, I'm in this mood right now where I'm trying to get to a certain... Because we building a team.
You in stack mode?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, without a team, like, it's hard to... I don't know. Once we get a team, then I'll probably fall back. But until then...
No, she not.
The team is going to make you work harder.
Facts.
Especially when you paying them. Like, you gonna want to be... You always want to pay them more when you love your team. So, like, I love my team. So, I work hard to make sure I could pay them more than everybody else could pay them.
Like that.
I love that. How's your mental health?
My mental health. Are we being honest or are we lying?
No, we being honest. This is real talk.
Okay, real talk, right? Mental health. I think mentally I'm good. I'm learning boundaries.
Important.
You know, one of the things about being me is that people come at you with bullshit. And you allow it because you're trying to be polite. And now the polite is you still being polite, but you just like, yo, I can't deal with this. Yo, Saya, can you deal with this? Yo, Naja, can you deal with this? Like, I have built barriers around me to make my life a little bit easier. You know, I know people be on my Instagram probably thinking I'm being rude because I don't respond to them. But when you get in 200-300 DMs every day, and they all saying the same thing, you like, I can't answer that. And so I had to take myself away from social media. Like, I do my posts and then I'm off. I do my good morning, Jesus, thank you for the wake-up call. I will answer like the first hour of somebody saying good morning, then I'm done. I don't watch the news at all, so I don't know what's going on in the world. If it's not in my world, I don't know about it.
I like that. Like that.
I don't have crime on the D on my phone. I have like a rule, like I don't know you, like just say I know you, we cool, and you call me and you be like, yo, somebody got killed. That's from my neighborhood that you know is not in my circle. I erase you and I block you. I don't need everybody problems to become my problem, especially when I don't fuck with you like that.
Right. Mm-hmm. Boundaries are definitely something that I'm learning, and I just said, like, you have to have boundaries dealing with everybody, but most importantly, you got to have boundaries when you're dealing with ungrateful people, because
they don't
have boundaries, and they go take advantage every time they can, every chance they get. So I'm learning that. I just feel like boundaries are important to keep your mental health in a good space. Like, you have to have boundaries. You got to know when to say no. You got to know when you're tired. You got to know when you need a break. You have to know this. Like, you have to have boundaries for yourself as well. So
here's the vacation.
I want to get back into that, but I want you to introduce yourself and tell the people who you are for the ones who don't know and what you got going on.
Well, I'm Dennis Reed II. I am a father, a Christian. A lot of y'all know me from owning bars. Like, I own 211, Opium, I own the whole bunch. I own Comfort Zone right now. I own Mighty Wing Shop. So people know me from that. The world know me from doing movies, though. I own one of the top black distribution companies in America called Homestead Entertainment. We have offices in New York, Florida, California, and here. Me and 3 other partners, Rob Johnson and Leonard Burnett, who's the founder of Vibe magazine, and Sean Armstrong. We started Homestead like 3 years ago. I own DR2 Productions that I had for like the last 12 years. 23 movies later. We was at, I don't know how many movies we had up to last year, but last year we did 16 movies in 1 year.
That's amazing.
So far this year, we have done a television series and 2 movies. We start filming another movie on Monday. Our goal now is always like 10 movies and 3 series.
Okay.
The goal is just simply just to be the best production company in the world, not just black.
Yeah.
You know, so.
With all that you got going on, I want to know how you find balance. Like, where's the balance at?
The balance is with my team.
Your team.
I have the best team in the world. You know, from my partners at Homestead. So I am like the creative. I bring in new people that got movies, and I also make any Homestead originals. Sean, he handles the business, him and Rob, they handle the day-to-day business. And then Lynn handles like our corporate stuff. And then we have people up under them that do stuff, but I stay in my lane. Because I'm a writer, so and I love to write. That's like one of my releases. With DR2, I mean, literally, I have Sonya, who's my right hand. I have TT, who runs the studio, because we have a studio here. I have Naja, who runs the office. I have Peter, who runs the camera department. I have Matt Baum, who runs the sound department. Andy, who runs the lights, and Candace, who runs makeup, and Candace does makeup. Trina does hair. Somebody that does BTS. Then we have a social media person. So it's like all of them have people that work under them, and I stay the fuck out the way. Like literally, what you get paid to do, that's what you do. I don't interfere with your shit. I don't interfere into your shit. It's not DR2 looking shit, because we have a standard, and they're normally better than the standard. Every now and then they may fall off, but that's like every 10,000 blue moons, so we good, right?
So you did mention you own clubs and restaurants. I had no clue.
Me either.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah, I literally know you, of course, from movies. And so what made you branch off into the clubs, or is that where you started?
So I started in college.
Okay.
Then I moved to the streets. Then after I got shot, I moved into writing books. And then books was okay, but books don't make the kind of money people think they're gonna make. Unless you have like a deal, and I think I did okay. Like I did okay. But the one thing that I always known was restaurants, because my mom had a restaurant. Okay. So I knew how to do restaurant. And then by me being dope with certain people, they like, yo, you want to buy this club? And I'm like, okay, cool. So that just always been easy for me. But my passion was, it sounds stupid, but growing up, I just wanted to be like the biggest drug dealer in the world.
You would be surprised how many men still to this day.
But that's stupid as fuck, right? But that's what I wanted, like, growing up. Like, even when I was in college, I was going to be a doctor, and I was thinking, like, I don't really want to be a doctor. And I didn't even really want to. It's like, people think, okay, I sell drugs and I make a lot of money. They really don't want to sell drugs. They just really want the money. But that's just the quickest avenue for them to get the money. Thinking like that. Not understanding that when you sell dope, right? it's just like going to college. You just do the math. The first year, you learning, right? You learn how to get in your customer base. You learn how to, make sure that your customer base and all that is really good. The logistics is really, really good. You learning all that in college. I mean, in your first year is selling drugs. And in college, you learning who you are. You learning new people. You are learning a lot. In college, you paying the school. When you in the streets, you paying your shit too. You paying whoever your supplier is. And then when you take a loss, you're paying for that too. So the shit really do balance out, right? Then your second year, you're a little bit more known in school. So school become a little bit more easier. When you selling drugs, second year, you learn who to fuck with, who not to fuck with. Just like in college, right? Everything that you do is learning. And the best CEOs would have been dope-ass drug dealers. The best drug dealers would have been even greater CEOs. And it's just like, that's how I always thought. And you never think about who's going to get killed. You never think about who's going to jail. You never think about who is going to end up in a wheelchair. Or who's going to get hooked on drugs. Those are not things that you think about, right? So those are things that I never thought about. I never thought about that shit. I just thought that I was going to be able to have the baddest chicks. I was going to be able to pay for kids to go to college. I was going to be able to give turkeys away. I was going to be able to do all that stuff. And that life is just not really what it cracked up to be. Because if you really think about it, just pay attention. You're 23, 24, 25, and you got a $100,000 car, and you live in a nice place, right? When you work, you normally have an average car, you live in a decent place, right? And it just flips over. So at 25, you have all that. I mean, at 23, 24, 25, you have that all as a drug dealer, and at 23, 24, 25, you building as a worker, right? Or an entrepreneur, whatever it may be, right? Now, when you're 35, or really like 40, when you're 40 and you're a worker, now you have a beautiful house, beautiful car, you have no problems. When you're 40 and you're an ex-drug dealer or a drug dealer, you're either in jail, dead, felonies, so you can't get the job that you want, so now you're working in a plant, and you are now driving a modest car, living in a modest house. So the roles just change. So I tell people now, I say, well, when do you want it? If you want it early, sell dope. If you want it long lasting, do your career or your job, or do your entrepreneurship. You know?
I agree. 100%.
The people needed to hear that.
Definitely.
It's gonna touch somebody.
We know the only way to go when you selling dope is either dead or in jail. It's not really.
You think that it's always a one person. It's always one person.
It's always one.
And do you ever notice that's the only one the motherfuckers talk about? They never talk about the motherfuckers that got killed. They always talk about that one person that made it.
Of course, just that one though.
That's just that one. You know, that's all they talk about. They never talk about, but all his crew dead or in jail. But that one made it. And why did he make it?
Hey, I don't know.
A whole other story, right?
Who knows?
I was gonna say, look, I don't know.
Look.
The whole luck, God. Like, I'm not going to say I made it, because I was forced out the game. Like, when I got shot up? I got shot the fuck up.
Oh my God.
So when I got shot up April 20th, 2005, I literally was like, this is not for me. Because my brother got killed a few years before. And I just thought about my mother. Like, my mother was, I remember her coming into the hospital, and I was on a morphine drip, and I just could not bear to see what she was going to say or how she felt. I just couldn't take it. And I pushed the drip, and she was like, "What's going on? That drip make you go to sleep so fast." But it was just like my son came in the room, and my son had never seen me sell drugs. He never smelt no drugs. He never did anything. But he said, "Dad, the only thing I want you to do is stop selling drugs." And I'm laying in the bed, like, in tears, like, this motherfucker just told me that, but I never showed him that. Right? And when shit like that happens, you like, yo, man, the people that love you, they want you there. They just want
talk to them. Talk to the people.
They just want you there. They don't give a fuck about you driving in the Benz. They don't give a fuck about you at the titty bar throwing money, or you taking girls to Vegas, or you buying the biggest chain, or you buying the nicest watch. The people that genuinely really love you don't care about that. It's all the motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you that you're caring about. And that's in every game that you in. Like, I think, and it comes with age. I think as soon as I just start worrying about the people that matters and not the people that don't matter, my life became better.
It always do. Like, you'll be surprised how much conflict your life has when you have the wrong people in it. Like, it's a mess for no reason.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up, when you introduced yourself, the second thing you said you was a Christian. I was going to say, like, was you spiritual back then? Or were you a Christian back then?
I always been really, really, really close with God. Like, always. I have never been churchy. I think church is fucking fake. Like, I went to church. I went to one church that I felt like was a good word, but it just wasn't good for me. Then I went to a second church that everybody know about, and I just felt like it was all bullshit. Because I'm really particular about who I let lead me. It's like I did a live this morning. Like, the people that's around you, they influence you. Your pastor influence you. You know, and I'm not against gay people. I'm not against drug dealers. I'm not against shit. It's never my place to judge anybody. Never. That's not my place. I'm a firm believer in you hate the sin, not the person. But I'm also a firm believer in saying, yo, bro, doing that shit ain't right. So I still love you. I still support you. I'm still there for you. But if you want me to tell you when you're doing something wrong right, I'm not doing that shit. And that's because I'm a real friend and I'm a father, right? I'm a grandfather. So it's like, I'm not going to do that. And when I see at church that you allow the bullshit, I'm like, yo, you supposed to love everybody, but you have to tell people when they're wrong. Stop just saying shit and doing shit just for money. So I'm fucked up because I think I'm God's favorite child, but I also think I'm the devil's favorite child. Because I feel like when it comes to the devil, he is literally always right here. Like, you know you could do this. You know you could do that. You know you could cut that corner. And then I got God over here like, you know it's going to be fucked up though, right? Yeah, you going to have it early. But you're not going to keep it. You got to do the right thing. So when people think that if you believe in God, you got to believe in the devil, right? He is always testing you. Right? He's always testing you. And so God's job is to first protect you, love you, but give you free thought. You have free thought in all you do. And you have to give him honor. It's like, and I've been that way. Like, I have had literally 6, I believe, near-death experiences that I should have been dead. Like 6. From when one of my closest friends, Coy, like, I met his house. I have on a hat just like you. It was a New York Mets hat. And he shot a gun and the bullet went right through my hat. But it did not hit my head. It didn't do nothing. And when I tell that story, people are like, yeah, right. I'm like, call this motherfucker and the 3 people there, and they will tell you that happened.
Oh my
right?
God.
From when I'm Jamaican and Panamanian, so I understand patois really well. I got into it with a Jamaican dude in high school, not knowing that he was even Jamaican. And I'm at a Jamaican club. This motherfucker literally said he was gonna cut me from my ass to my neck, right? He didn't understand I understood patois, but then I also understood when he told his friend to go get the gun. They were shooting at me, running down Livernois. I'm hearing the bullets just go. But that was God, like literally having me in a bubble and letting that shit just kept me covered. Then I had a car accident in college. I woke up with a damn stop sign on my neck, right? I'm on the passenger side. The gate swung open, stop sign on my neck, right? Then I'm in a car with my son's mother. They shoot up my car. Shoot that bitch up. I lean over to protect her. It's 6 bullet holes in my car. Then when I got shot 6 times. He put the gun in my face, pulled the trigger, one of the bullets in there. Right? Who the fuck does that? Like, if it's not a God, who the fuck is protecting me? So if we say it's the devil, it's like, well, why I'm not doing wrong shit? Like that I just think like I think that the devil shows me like, yo, you know you can have her, and her. And I know God be like, yo, calm down.
You only need
you only need and just calm down. Right? It just when you just know how powerful he is, you just it kills. Like they be like, you cussing, you talk about God. I'm like, God know me. Mm-hmm. He know me he know me very well, and that's why I honor him the way I honor him. Like every morning, I give him like, thank you Jesus for the wake up call. Every single morning for the last 17, 18 years, every morning.
But when people think, are you a Christian or you spiritual, they feel like you perfect, but
fuck no.
You're not.
I'm not perfect at all.
Yeah.
I'm so far from perfect, but the thing I am perfectly flawed. And I know that I'm not gonna do nothing to fuck you over. I'm not gonna do nothing to hurt you. And if I do hurt you, it's not purposely. I'm gonna apologize and I'm gonna do everything I can to fix it. Right? That's all I could do. I'm gonna say I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say sorry 3 times. I'm gonna say it once, and then I'm gonna show you my sorry. Mm-hmm. And I think because I'm the good person, that's why God didn't kill me the times I was supposed to be killed. Mm-hmm. I think that's why he gave me favor.
Yeah, and I feel like he also took you through that, because had none of that ever happened to you, Lord knows where you'd be right now.
That's funny. So I got shot up April 20th. The feds was on to who I was fucking with, our whole little crew. They was on to us, and the person that got caught started talking on Wire 3 days later. I was in the hospital for 30 days. The Wire had nothing about me other than this dude okay. I didn't go to jail. I didn't get indicted. None of that shit, simply because I was in the hospital. That's God, yo.
You once again.
Like he has, and it's funny because they just started getting out of jail like in the last 5 years. So can you imagine me with all this talent sitting in jail talking about what I would have been or what I could have been? Like, nah, like God just is amazing, you know? And that's why I tell people, like, Lee Master Spratman, perfect example. He's one of my first actors. His picture is over there on the wall, right? The first picture right there. That's like my brother, right? Like my brother dead, he got killed on his birthday. This dude is like my brother. And he was telling me, like, he know I got a little bit of money. He know whatever I got is his, right? But he a man. He not going to be telling me, you got to give me this. He like, yo, I got to work for this. So we did his first movie called Deadly Secrets. That's his movie, right? Mm-hmm. So we did Deadly Secrets. Spent $100,000 on that movie. Here, bro. We have split it. Me and him went a little bit under. He was a little bit under half, but he gave me half because he loved me. That's my brother, right? So here, we do Deadly Secrets. Now his money is not where his money's supposed to be because he spent his money on the movie. He doing what he's supposed to do. And I told him, I said, bro, when these movies come out, you're going to get booked. Don't worry. He like, man, bro, I got to go back to doing this. I'm like, dog, don't worry. He called me today like, bro, you said that shit was going to happen. Because he put in the work on his craft. Mm-hmm. I have another friend who I love. He not trusting the process. So now it's sad because I be up praying for this nigga because I love him. He really is my guy. I'm mad at him right now. I want to beat his ass right now. Because he's not trusting the process. Because that's what we do. When the shit don't go your way, we go back to what we know. Mm-hmm. And every time you go back, it's like this table. This is the world. So you are right there. The money is right there. You right here. Right? And you about to make it. But because it didn't happen as quick and as fast as you think, you turn around and go back to the bullshit. Mm-hmm. When, bitch, you about to jump into the money, right? He didn't trust God. He not trusting God.
God gonna teach him the same lesson over and over again until he get it.
And the sad part is, what if he don't get it? Because God only give you so many chances to get it before he say, because he never really washed his hands of you. But sometimes he say, yo, I gotta let you be the example now, motherfucker. Now you gotta be the example. Cause I gave you everything. And you didn't trust me. And that's one of the hardest things. Cause when I got shot up, I told God, I'm like, you gotta show me what I'm gonna do. And it's so funny. One day my homeboy called me. My money was fucked up. I'm trying to figure out how I'm about to get this money for this movie. My girl leaving me. So my house in foreclosure. My life is fucked up. And my homeboy called me and was like, D, I got 100 balls. And I'm like, bet. And I was at home writing. Everybody that know, Apple computers do not really crash. My computer crashed. Right? I drive to fucking 12 volts. Take the computer to the doggone thing. They said it'll be ready in a couple of days. Come back. We'll call you when it's ready. I get on the freeway. I call my dude like, can I call the guy that I was fucking with? I'm like, yo, I got some. Yeah, price. Yeah, bet. I'm driving and I get a flat tire. Right. The tow truck come, right? Because it wasn't a jack in the car, it was just a tire. Right? About to change the tire, this motherfucker say, no, you got 2 flat tires. That was fucking God. I sat on that fucking freeway and was crying like a baby, like, they gonna think I'm on some bullshit. I supposed to give my baby mama this money for this mortgage. What the fuck I'm gonna do? And God was just literally taking every fucking thing away from me. He took the car. He took the girl. He took all the fucked up friends that wasn't really my friends. He was taking them away. Get the fuck on. You're not good for this. Go. You leave. You leave. You leave. Y'all all leaving him. And I'm thinking that they just fucked up and they not fucking with me. Nah, that was God taking them away. He took the money. He took every fucking thing that came from drug money. And my life is amazing as fuck right now.
So in that moment when he took everything away, like, how much faith did you have?
I didn't. I was scared. I didn't know what the fuck. You don't know. And that's the part that you don't know. And then when you go to bed and you able to sleep, like, easy though. Like, the whole world around you is fucked up. Mm-hmm. And you sleeping like a baby. And he giving you these dreams. Like, God, you're going to be able to be like this. And you're going to be able to be like that. And you like, nah. It's funny. Like, yesterday, I remember when I did First Lady 1. I met Miguel Nunez, the guy that played Joanna Man. I met him, and I was like, I had just got fucked out of $2 million on my television show, right? And I'm like, I'm about to do First Lady. And he was like, well, I could talk to Damon Dash about this, and this. And I'm like, all right. So he said, you got to give me $5,000. I'm like, man, where am I get this 5 G's from? So I literally had like $6,000. I gave this bitch $5,000. And he got the meeting with Damon Dash. Right? I go and I tell Dame, I'm like, hey, I'm about to do this movie called First Lady. And only thing I want you to do is let me put your name on it. I'm a direct it, I'm going to pay for it, and I'm going to give you 5% if you just let me put your name on it. Because we knew at the time that him and Jay-Z was beefing, but people still fucked with him. Mm-hmm. Right? And when that happened, he was like, no, man, you let me direct it, I'll do it. And he said, no, I said, I got to direct it. He said, no. I'm like, it's going to have Jim Jones. It's going to have hoops. He was like, yeah, Jim, my mans, you know, like, fuck it. Like, if you let me direct it, I'll do it. And I'm like, God, like, no, you got to do that. Stop. Don't let nobody do your shit. You have to be in control of your shit. And I'm looking at him, somebody that say you got to be in control of your shit, and I'm just really thinking like him at that moment. And it was like, it all like was full circle yesterday because he came here to an event that I paid for, to an event that I did, and I'm literally like, I told him like, yo, remember when I came to you? And he was like, and he just looked at me like, dog, I thought you was lying. He was like, I just thought you was lying. I ain't think you was gonna do that shit. That motherfucker was with us all night. Cause now he know.
You proved yourself.
Fuck yeah. And I've been working with Dane for like the last 2 years because my company and him are distribution partners.
Amazing.
You know? But that's because of God. Like, you have to, the shit full circle. You have to do shit the right way. And you keep your name right. And when you do that, the good shit happens. Like, we literally had a great time last night. Right? And it's like, damn, that's the nigga that helped Jay. That's the nigga that helped Kanye. That's the nigga that helped so many people. Kevin Hart. You know? The Daniels, Lee Daniels, you know, so I'm so much like him because I have helped shit Lee, I have helped shit Denora, I have helped shit Brenda, I have helped China, I helped Lee, I helped so many motherfuckers, you know.
It all works out.
I was gonna ask you what was something that you would tell your younger self, but I kind of got an answer for that.
What is it?
That I felt like God had to gracefully break you for you to actually see the vision full circle. Because sometimes we'll get visions and we'll have dreams of what we want to be, but sometimes if something is working for us right now, people don't want to put their all into something that's not paying them or they haven't made it yet. So when you were saying how your friend was at the end and the money was right there, sometimes people, they get discouraged and they get distracted, and then when you got too much noise around you, it's really hard to focus. So like, he had to gracefully break you, let you lose this, let you lose that, and let you lose the friends to where you ain't have no choice but to focus, because what am I gonna do next?
Yeah, I will agree, you know, but what I would tell my younger self is that, and also I would tell my younger self to be closer to my family. Like, if I could go back to be 15 years old, it would literally be like, be closer to your brother. That would be the number one thing. Like, be closer to your family. Be a better son. Be a better brother. Because I think if I was better to him, he would still be alive. And I blame myself for that. That is one of the biggest things ever. Like I got 5 sisters. and we're really, 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 really close. Like the three of us that grew, so three of us are really close because my mother and father have 5 kids together. So me, my brother, and my 3 sisters. We're close, but it would literally be that because that was my failure. You know, and I think that's why I am with my team, how I am like the big brother for everybody, because I know that at the end of the day, you know, it's not too many people that love you just because of you. Mm-hmm. Most people love you for what you could do for them. Like, it was a guy on Instagram. It was the dopest thing ever. He had a bag of popcorn. Did y'all see that? Had a bag of popcorn. There was a bunch of ducks around him. He throwing the popcorn on the ground, and all the ducks coming at him. And then he said, but watch this. And he take the popcorn, he close the bag, and he try to touch them, and they run from him. That's how it is with money. When you have money, everybody coming for you. Everybody want to be around you. Everybody want to be your friend. When you stop giving out your money, nobody want to be around you. But your people that really, really, really love you, they there regardless.
Yeah, for sure. Like, money is really just a tool, but the wrong people, they want it. All of yours.
Oh, they want more. They
want more.
Do y'all ever notice, though, that the people that love you and close to you aren't the people asking you for money?
They don't want it.
No, they not asking for it. It's always them motherfuckers that think they entitled to your shit, and they not even your motherfucking real friends. They not your family. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just real life shit. Like, I got motherfuckers that ask, and they don't ask for a little bit of money. But my son and my daughters, my 2 sons and my daughter, they'll be fucked up and won't fucking tell me.
Yeah.
Like, my daughter told me the other day, she said, this is your fault. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, everything you ask me, I do. That's the problem. Sometimes, why do I have to ask you? Why don't you just offer it? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm giving it to you anyway, though. Yeah. She said, no, but I want you to offer it, though. And I'm like, I'm never going to offer it. Because if you need it, it's there. Mm-hmm. I tell them, like, whatever the fuck you need, I'm here to give it to you. And I'm going to help you make it better. But these motherfuckers will be telling me, can I get $50,000 to do a movie and take it to another company?
Nah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, I know, Legend.
Not how that works.
Definitely not. So, you said you got 23 movies in total, right?
It's either 23 or 24. It's somewhere like that. We gonna have 30. We'll be at 40 something by the end of the year, though.
Okay. And did you ever you did say you published books, but you just didn't think that was.
No, I sold 100,000 copies of that motherfucker. It's my first movie. It was a play. Not 100,000, so 10,000. 10,000 copies of the motherfucker, and it did well.
Right.
It just
wasn't your passion.
That shit was a hustle.
Okay.
That shit, but I love writing books, right? But now I love doing movies.
Right.
I love this shit. Like, I don't work. This ain't work for me. I be in this motherfucking office at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. This is my club. Okay. And we ain't talking, it don't be people here. It be just me.
You working.
With a candle in that office over there with the music bumping. And I feel like I am in heaven.
Okay.
That's your creative space.
Dog, it's my creative space. It's my asylum shit. That's my spot. That's where I'm good there. You know, I'm happy there. Like, that's my motivating space. I just feel like when I'm there, my shoes is off. It's comfortable.
So we always see, like, the finished product of the movies. Like, tell us something difficult. Like, what's hard about filming?
Nothing.
Or the difficult?
Nothing. It used to be. Like, when I first started, it used to be hard for me to do this shit. Mm-hmm. Now, you know, all the people I named in the beginning, they make my life that easy. Everybody do their job. Sonya handle all the people. Naja handle all the payroll. TT handle the studio shit. Chiquita, I call her Banana, she handle all the locations. Peter handle all the camera shit.
So your team just made life easier.
I got the motherfucking dream team.
That's what's up.
Like, motherfuckers be trying to steal them. I be like, so they gonna come to you and do 2 movies a year or 1 movie a year, or they gonna stay with me and do 13 or 14 or 15 or 16. I'm gonna keep them working. And then not only I'm gonna keep them working, I'm gonna ask them what they goes. And I'm gonna ask what the fuck they plan on doing. And I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? Why you not doing the movie? Because it's one reason why we do this, right? And that's to be rich as fuck. Mm-hmm. When I'm not gonna be happy until everybody outside got the car of their dreams, the house of their dreams. They don't have no motherfucking worries. The only worries they have is who gonna be paying the bill. Yo, it's your turn. No, it won't be that. Yo, it's my turn. It's my turn to pay the bill. No, I got it. No, it's my turn. No, I got it.
The only arguments
that's the only argument. Like, that's it. We not arguing over shit else. Like, Let's talk about how we about to make this $100 million movie. That's the shit that I want to be on. All that other shit, if you talking about who fucking who, or who don't like who, or who that, you need to be on another team. You do that shit over there. Over here, we talking all positive shit. Mm-hmm. You know, that's all I want. I don't want no negative, nothing around me. Mm-hmm. We come too far for that.
Definitely have.
What's a day in the life look like for you?
I get up in the morning and literally, like, my son about to go, my youngest about to go to school, so it used to be just going to his games all the time, but now it's just really here. Like, I'm really always here. We doing the Biffa Festival now, but I'm normally writing or looking at movies that we did to give Spud my stuff for editing my notes on the phone. But I don't even have, my days ain't hard, y'all. Like, it's not hard. Like, I'm in this motherfucker. This is really home. Like, I'm literally here. I be walking the studio. Like, y'all got to see it. Like, this is just, I have the best life ever. God, you know, when I was selling drugs, I thought that was like the best life ever. That shit was whack as fuck. This shit is the best life ever. So if you want to do movies and you want to do television shows and you want to do podcasts, bring your ass over here and let's work, because this is a good life.
It is.
What would you tell someone that's discouraged, that want to be in your shoes? Like, if you had to give them some game, what would it be?
Trust God. Trust yourself. Those are the 2 things. If you trust God, it's going to be easier to trust yourself. And the one thing that I started doing 15 years ago is I stopped waiting on people to tell me my shit was good.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't see your vision, and they don't, like, most people don't even know what good is. We are the people that tell them what's good.
Yeah. It's hard dealing with people that don't see the vision.
Yeah, but guess what, though? It's not theirs to see. Like, y'all a little bit younger than me, so when I listen to the rap music that y'all listen to, I cut that shit. I'm not listening to Future. Right? Now, I think Future is dope. I think he's amazing, all that. I've never heard one of his whole CDs. I have not heard one of his songs that wasn't on the radio. I can't understand them. He's amazing, though. You want me to tell you why he's amazing? Because he has another million people that love him. So he doing his job. I can't listen to him. He made his shit fire.
That's coming from a toxic place, that's all.
But you know what, though? That toxicity, everybody like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he did it. He doing his job. That's how I look at shit. It's like, if you do it right, motherfuckers will eat shit if they think that shit, if you tell them it tastes good. You be like, dawg, this shit good as hell. They be like, low key, dawg, that shit was kind of good.
Let me do it.
Let me try it. And that's how it be.
It is. It's really like that.
It really be. It really, like, you know, you ever been to them bougie restaurants? Mm-hmm. Prime and proper. Mm-hmm. Bougie as hell. If you tell me they food is better than cornbread, you fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not even close.
You're not even getting that. But
It's not even close. That prime and proper food is not better than Alexander's.
No.
Right?
No.
But we gonna go to there because it's just the look. Fuck them.
Guess what? I'm gonna be at J.
I'm going to J. Allen's.
let me tell you a secret. So it was around my birthday, which is in February.
February what?
20th.
Okay.
Marty's birthday, the 18th.
Yeah.
She was at it was her friend's birthday dinner, and they went somewhere bougie. She FaceTimed me like, get me out of here. Take me back to where I belong.
But one of my producer partners came in from Alabama. He said, yeah, we going to prime and proper, da-da-da. I said, man, that food nasty as fuck.
Baby, we not going there.
So he see me later the next day. He say, why you let me go there? I said, you spent $500 plus for some shit that you didn't like. I'm like, any restaurant that got a waiter, a bread waiter, and a drink waiter, I don't want to be there. That's 3 motherfuckers I gotta take. I'm not doing that shit.
I never even thought about that.
Right, I know, because nobody ever does. It's like, no, it's like a painting. You know how like you look at a painting and that painting be like $50 million? Mm-hmm. And you be like, that shit ugly as fuck. You literally be like, that's some ugly shit. But because we stupid as fuck and we go by what people say, we allow them to say that shit dope. Mm-hmm. Like, I love Jay-Z. He need to go get a haircut. Right? No, because here's the thing though. He's so comfortable in being great because he's great. He like, he like, yo, I don't need to get a haircut. Y'all gonna love me whatever, right? Me on the other hand, I'm going every Thursday. Like, I was fat as fuck like months ago, and I'm losing weight, and it's like, yo, what was I doing? What was I thinking? I wasn't taking care of me. I wasn't taking care of my health. Right? You gotta take care of your health and how you look and all that shit. And that's, it just, you gotta be the vibe. Like I have a producer partner named Brandon Lee. Brandon is gonna have on an AP, or he gonna have on a Rolex, he gonna have on a Cuban, he always in the gym, he gonna wear Gucci suits, he gonna yo, Brandon is a vibe.
So he the vibe.
Right? That's my friend. That's how he want to dress. That's dope for him. That's not what I'm going to do. He's on the internet all day doing everything. That's his thing. Right? He's comfortable with being him. Guess what? So many people like him that now I got new followers because his people like me because he like me. I ain't shit to a lot of people. But because that motherfucker, the vibe, they like, if Brandon like Dennis, we like Dennis.
It's really like that.
That's exactly how it is. Right? He like, yo, D, we did his movie. It ain't even up there. That's one of the movies that's not up there. Called Quick Money. That was one of the 16 that we did last year, right? My name on it, because we know when you see my name, you're going to see quality. You're going to see a dope-ass movie. That's what we know. Right? Mm-hmm. Guess what? My people like him because I'm a vibe in another way. And that's what it took a long time for me to understand that as a man. I was like, if you're not on the same vibe I am, I can't fuck with you. Right. No, that's not how life goes. You have to fuck with people that just good people. Mm-hmm. I fuck with Brandon because he's just a good guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, his vibe is different. But to him, I may be a big-ass cornball. Yo, dog, you don't wear no Cuban? And you only wear AP every 1,000 blue moons? Yeah, man, I don't give a fuck about no AP. Give me a Shinola. I don't even like Rolexes. Like, literally, I don't wear Rolex because I was talking to Jennifer Williams, who's a very close friend, like my sister, and she said, "You don't have the Detroit starter kit, Cardi's and a Rolex." Like, I'm like, you know what? I'm from New York originally, and I'm not doing that. I'm not. I've never bought a pair of Cartiers. I'm never gonna buy a pair of Cardis.
No buffs.
Never.
Pull up to the movie shoot.
Never. And it's funny because my son wore a pair to prom. And I'm like, that shit on my credit card right now. Somebody don't think I bought that shit. No, that's all. Like, he had a card that, like, thought, they think I did that. That's not me.
You did it.
I would never.
Contributed to it.
You
let your son be him.
I let him be him.
Oh, you said you was from New York originally. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I moved here in 5th grade.
Oh, okay. So do you go back to New
All
York?
the time.
Oh yeah, you said it's an office there, right?
But the funny thing is, that's Lynn office. Lynn runs the New York office. Sean runs the Florida office. Rob runs the California office. Santa Monica. Yeah.
I've been in New York. I loved it there.
New York is the best city.
You know what?
I take that back. No. Detroit really, Michigan is the best state you can live in. It's amazing.
You gotta explain.
Okay. In New York is very expensive. When you poor in New York, you're poor. You could make $50,000 a year here and live very well. Very well. You can have a house with grass. You can move into a decent community with 50 G's. If you make 50 G's in New York, you're poor. Very poor. Atlanta is different. I would not raise my sons there. Right? California, earthquakes, all that shit, I'm not for that. Texas, hurricanes, floods, I'm not doing that. Michigan give you 4 seasons. Now, some of you don't like the winter. I love the winter. I'm a December baby. Right? But this is just a good place to raise your kids, man. If you raise them in the right neighborhood and you raise them the right way. And that just being real. Like, the best thing my mother ever did was have us here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I lived in Vegas when I was a kid, but I was so young, I don't remember, like, anything that went wrong there. Like,
Vegas is very hot. And, like, Arizona cool. You have...
I lived in Arizona.
North Carolina is beautiful.
Beautiful. It's
right.
And it's like they're like updating it. It's almost like Atlanta without...
Sunday Fun Day in Atlanta is everything. I mean, in Charlotte is everything.
Yeah.
Sunday Fun Day, right? But guess what? Here's the thing. They had a motherfucking hurricane.
In North Carolina?
Yes, I lived there. I went to school there.
Oh,
right.
I have family there.
Yeah, they have hurricanes. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, we ain't had nothing but dust storms in Arizona.
And you want to know something funny, though? Just think about it. I don't know what y'all do other than this. Your white friends or your upper middle class friends, they don't even think Detroit bad because they don't hang out in those kind of places. They think Detroit is amazing because they hang out in the right places.
Right.
I hang out in the right. I don't where I go. I'm not tucking no chain, even though I wear a chain every 1,000 blue moons because China just bought me a chain for a gift.
Okay.
Right? And I would have never bought it, but my sister bought it, so I only wore it once. I am going to wear it when we doing a company trip to Miami for the American Film Festival.
Oh, that's lit.
Oh, you going to be acting bad with your Cuban on.
No, it's not even a Cuban. It's a rope, and it just got DR2 Productions on it. DR2, right? But... it's like when I go out, the places I go, this is for everybody. This is a nugget, and I need people to understand this. When you making money, you can't hang out at every place. If I get killed at a bar, it would be like at Ruth Chris or J. Alexander's or Ocean Prime or something like that. If you get killed at one of them places, they be like, God damn, Dennis got killed at Ocean Prime. What the fuck was happening at Ocean Prime? right? If I get killed at a bar on East 7 Mile called the Boom Boom Room, the Boo Zoo Zoo Room, they be like, what the fuck was Dennis doing at the Boo Zoo Zoo Room? Right? I'm not doing that. I'm hanging at the place that ain't nobody gonna be in that bitch on no bullshit. And that just is what it is. So if you make your money, go to better places.
Yeah, I heard it.
You know, you selling drugs, get your ass home at 8 o'clock. It's so much safer.
Yeah, definitely. You got any goals besides making movies for the rest of the year? We at the half quarter.
At the what?
At the half mark.
Half mark. You're almost over.
So, we doing L movie in June. We doing China movie right now going into June. Basically, we're going to be doing 2 movies in June. Then we doing my movie in July. I got these 3 kids. So it's Peyton, DJ, and Aubrey. They're all kids that I've worked with. They all been in one of my movies. But I'm literally calling them the young EPs, the young executive producers. So they parents literally put up $50,000 to do a movie, and I'm putting up the other $50,000, and the movie's gonna be dope as fuck. It's called Viral. It's gonna be called Viral Sensation. I think we just called it Viral though, and it's gonna be amazing. It's about these kids that move next door to the kids move next door to their new friends or whatever, and the father's single, and this crazy chick literally is in love with the father, so he kidnapped the kids, 2 of the kids, and she is literally on some misery shit, like she fucking the kids up the whole 9 yards, and you know they trying to get the kids back. This shit's about to be fire. So we about to start working on that and just doing these movies, man. So I don't really set goals, because when you set a goal, then what come next? I just do all this shit. We just know that we're going to do a bunch of movies. We're going to do a movie or 2 a month. And we're going to do these 3 TV series. And December, I'm going to take off a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves a break.
Oh, okay. December going to probably be even hectic because my son going to be away from me for the first time. So.
Well, we appreciate you for kicking it with us.
Appreciate y'all for coming.
I learned a lot about you. I didn't, I had no clue. So,
it's gonna be a good episode.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm trying. I want to have all good episodes. So whatever. Like, we want him back.
Yay.
Yes.
For sure. You want to tell the people where they can find you?
On Instagram, Dennis Reed with 2 eyes after the D after Reed, because I'm the second. Dennis Reed on, what's that? Facebook, dr2productions.com. And that's about it.
We're going to put all that in the description box for y'all.
And y'all know where to find us. RT, Adore the letter N, Daisy on all platforms. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Yeah. Until next time.